Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to talk about a few other things that are going on as well, like this right here. Fidelity data breach exposes personal info of 77,000 customers. Fidelity Investments, one of the largest asset managers globally, has revealed that over 77,000 customers had personal data compromised during an August breach. The data included social security numbers and driver's licenses. Now, this happened in August, but we're hearing about it now. You know, it's the same thing I always tell you about your crypto. No exchange is 100% safe. Get your crypto off the exchanges, not your keys, not your crypto. You know, we have not seen an exchange have a data breach, but it can happen. Breaking. TD Bank has pleaded guilty and been hit with a record $3 billion fine for enabling drug cartel money laundering. Bank employees accepted bribes and overlooked blatant criminal activity by customers from Colombia and other regions. But wait, only crypto is used for illicit activity and money laundering. Now we see it happening at the banks. And what are they using for money laundering? The US dollar. You know, they try to paint crypto as it's only being used for illicit activity. You're going to lose all your money if you invest in crypto. It's such a volatile market. Yet, they want you putting your money in these corrupt banks, and none of the banks are safe either. Ripple Labs will file a cross appeal in its case against the SEC to ensure it's preserving its arguments as the regulator tries to appeal a judge's ruling about XRP sales, the company announced on Thursday. So it looks like Ripple is just clearing up loose ends and making sure that the SEC has no path forward. We're really doing that to make sure that we leave nothing on the table, including the argument that there cannot be an investment contract without there being the essential rights and obligations found in the contract, he said. And this has nothing to do with XRP. XRP is not a security. I still see people saying that the SEC is fighting because XRP is a security. It's not a security now, and it won't be a security in the future. Nothing is holding us back in this upcoming alt season. And I thought this was great. Brad Garlinghouse says the calls are coming from inside the house. Commissioner Ueda calls the SEC's approach to crypto a disaster. And right on cue, the agency sues Cumberland, says, for operating as an unregistered securities dealer. This circus needs to end. Take a listen to this.
Well, it's great to be here.
What is the SEC doing regarding crypto?
Well, I think our policies and our approach for the last several years have been just really a disaster for the whole industry. We have been setting this policy through enforcement. We've done nothing to provide guidance on it. And as a result, this is being shaped by the courts. And different courts have ruled different ways. I think what this Wells notice is, and while I won't comment on the specifics of this litigation, the Wells, what has gone on is part of a broader frustration with the fact that we have not provided interpretive guidance as to what you can and cannot do. And if you are involved in some sort of securities offering, how you register, how you get regulated as a broker-dealer, how you get registered as an exchange.
So now even commissioners inside the SEC are saying that they're using crypto, they're just crushing crypto. And it's a disaster what's really going on. But they're doing what Gary's telling them to do. I think even the other employees at the SEC are fed up. The SEC's chair comments on crypto Wednesday showed why nobody in the industry wants him to continue in his current position. You know, Gary just keeps doubling down that the law is very clear around crypto. It is not clear around crypto. The laws are outdated, and because we have no clear path forward, it allows Gary to work above the law and shake down all of these crypto companies. That's what's really going on. And because of that, innovations leaving the United States and all these other countries are emerging as crypto hubs. Because here in the US, there's no path forward now, and there will not be a path forward until Gary is gone at the SEC. SEC Chair Gensler says, Bitcoin unlikely to become widely used payment method. Industry plagued by fraud. Howey test sufficient for regulation. Like I said, he keeps relying on the Howey test. Soon we will have the Ripple test. But I like what Gary said here because this actually makes sense. You want one currency unit because it's a store of value, a medium of exchange, a unit of account. It's all has tremendous economics of networks. So it's unlikely this stuff is going to be a currency. It's going to have to show its value through disclosure and use. So think about that. What's going on with XRP? It's about to be utilized all around the world. It's already being utilized inside of remittances and cross-border payments outside the United States. So once a cryptocurrency shows that it actually has a use case, all of a sudden then it will become a currency, apparently, according to Gary. 3 in 5 people use real-time payments as their preferred method for cross-border transactions. 3 in 5. That's 63% of global customers now use international real-time payment services to send money to family and friends, according to a survey by data and analytics company Global Data. This is higher than the 1 in 2, 51%, who use them only to pay for goods and services. The survey involves 61,000 respondents across 41 countries, conducted in Q2 2024. So we know what everybody wants. They want fast, cheap, and secure. And that's the problem with Bitcoin. Wow. 3,903,040 sats. That is over $1,000 in fees for a transaction. So they sent $324,000 and it cost $1,000 to send it. Now imagine sending the same value over the XRP ledger in a matter of seconds. They didn't even talk about how long this took to happen. But imagine sending it in a matter of seconds for a fraction of a penny. That's why Bitcoin will never get mass adoption. This is why Bitcoin will not be part of the new financial system. But people still don't understand that yet. I'm calling crypto a currency. Gary Gensler on the subject of Ripple and XRP bridge currency. This was back in 2018. So he already knew that XRP was a currency. Take a listen.
2 currency exchanges, not 1. I'm calling crypto a currency for this purpose. I know that crypto is not technically a currency, but for this moment, let me just call it, you have 2 currency exchanges, and thus you have 2 bid-ask spreads to pay. Just the market makers, you need to pay the bid-ask spreads twice, and you have some volatility if the middle crypto is moving around. But this simple diagram is a big part of what Ripple is trying to create with XRapid, right? Xcurrent is a messaging app of Ripple's, and it's competing with Swift. And it has some reasonable adoption. A lot of banks are starting to use it. But don't confuse that with another product, which is an interesting product that kind of does this, that goes fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat. So what problem, what pain points would this be solving if it worked in the cross-border? Anybody want to remind the class what Tom?
Well, this reduces the number of intermediaries. You don't have to have your bank engage with a correspondence bank, which engages with a local bank,
which then it sort of.
All right, so I'm going to say it might lower the intermediation because you still have on the two fiat sides a bank, a local bank and a bank, and to do the crosses, you need some market.
So what he was talking about was eliminating the friction in between. And that's what RippleNet and XRP does. It eliminates the friction. And Gary knew back then that RippleNet was getting adopted by the banks already. And it was a major competitor for Swift. And that's why when the big banks came to Gary and said, listen, this RippleNet technology needs to be slowed down. Do whatever you have to do to kill this technology. The problem is that Ripple fought back against the SEC. And that's why this is still going on today. The difference now, though, is XRP is not a security, and it's not going to be a security going forward. If anything, XRP is a bridge currency. It will eventually bridge all the world's money. This comes from Blue Hawk Legend. Sign the petition. And you could do that here at change.org. Stop the SEC's unnecessary and frivolous appeal in the Rippleverse SEC case. And you already see 15,000 is the next goal. But you know, this whole appeal from the SEC, in my opinion, is the SEC wanting to get more money out of Ripple. The XRP ledger has undergone a code review to enable RLUSD integration with automated market makers, with future updates pending. So think about that. Now they're including RLUSD in the AMM. And we knew this was most likely going to be the path forward for Ripple and for the XRP ledger. But you know, we are getting to a time now where all of a sudden ISO is getting ready to go live, and that's not with FedNow, that's not even 6 months away. Tokenization is expected to amp up along the way. Ripple's new RLUSD is going to go live at some point. Everything going forward looks great for XRP. And that's why I'm always telling you, you know, when people sit there and they stare at the chart and they're so frustrated because the price is sitting around 53 cents, right away they're like, oh, this thing is never going to move. Wait until everything starts to pick up momentum. All of a sudden, we're going to be in the middle of alt season with utility starting to kick in for XRP. And utility is going to change these cycles forever. Once that happens, these 4-year cycles will become a thing of the past. Everybody always says these four-year cycles are going to repeat forever. They don't realize that nothing lasts forever. Something changes it. And I think technology is what's going to change it. Technology, mass adoption. People are going to be using XRP, not even realizing it. They're going to be using blockchain at convenience stores soon, not even realizing that blockchain is in the middle. Things are going to happen very quick because now the banks know that crypto isn't going away. The institutions know crypto is here to stay. So what do they do next? They adopt it. But until it happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.